Hi there, John Ferriman from Balance Physical Therapy. I'm here to talk to any of you in the physical therapy profession, particularly those of you that are new graduates or recent graduates who think that you're going to come out of school, come into an outpatient clinical environment in a private practice and see one patient per hour and get paid $150,000 a year. Newsflash, it ain't happening. It's just not happening. Not in today's environment, okay? Not unless there are some extenuating circumstances, because let's face it, physical therapy as a whole by the insurance companies has been commoditized. And here's what I mean by that. It's a lot more complex than you think. People, me, you, most everyone else that I know, pays insurance premiums each month for their healthcare coverage. They expect that healthcare coverage to pay the vast majority of their healthcare bills. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Depends if the provider's in network or out of network. And the patient, you, me, and anyone else that we know, is going to be responsible for a portion of whatever healthcare bills they incur when they go out and get services rendered, particularly physical therapy services. In addition, the payers have put lots and lots of downward pressure on reimbursement. We all know that. Reimbursement has steadily gone down year over year over year over year. Medicare's usually first and the other payers follow. So there's a lot of downward pressure on reimbursement. What does that mean? It means if we're going to continue to generate the same amount of revenue, we have to see more volume and we have to cut our costs in other ways. That's just the way it's going to be if you're going to run a successful business. What does that mean, successful business? It doesn't mean let's rape and pillage and take every single penny we can. No, it means provide unbelievable facilities, provide unbelievable employment opportunities for your teams, provide unbelievable patient experiences that are unsurpassed in your locale, wherever you are practicing. It means good retention. It means upward mobility for your clinical staff. What else are they going to grow into? What other avenues? How else can they contribute to the company, to the bottom line, to the top line, to the community? How can they educate? How can they reach more people? How can they create more content? You name it. There are so many different ways that you can add value. So when you're out there negotiating for a new career position, if you have a lot of experience, if you don't have a lot of experience, don't just go to an interview thinking about trading your time for dollars, because that equation in today's marketplace, particularly in outpatient private practice, is so difficult. If you have a specialized skill set that has nothing to do with your clinical acumen as a physical therapist or your manual therapy skills, talk to them about it. Educate your prospective employer about the other types of value that you know will move the needle for their business. Why wouldn't you highlight those things? You know, instead of handing over a resume and saying, these are my clinical experiences, this is my work experience, and this is how much money I want to make. Well, good for you. That's nice. Okay, we have a business to run and here's what we're offering. But if you have skill sets, or if you have hustle, or if you have, I'm going to be above and beyond every single day, the bare minimum, no, sorry, that's not for me. Clinical excellence, that's what I want to achieve. I want patients to be screaming my name from the rooftops. I want to be known in this community. I want to be the sought after clinician. Those people are valuable, extremely valuable. And this is something I want you to listen to twice. Those who are willing to do more than what they are paid to do are the people that are going to be paid more eventually than what it is that they're doing. Listen to that again if you didn't quite catch it. If you're willing to do more initially than what you're paid for, you're the person that we are going to be watching and keeping close eye on, because we are going to be eyeing for you to be paid a lot more in the future than for what it is that you're doing. Eventually, as a professional, we want to be paid for who we are, not what we're doing, okay? That takes a long time, but it also takes a willingness to really grind, to get after it, not to come in and do the bare minimum, not to come in and say, oh, I just made it over my weekly visit threshold. No, you want to crush your weekly visit threshold. You don't want to give sloppy care. You don't want to be a messy clinician. You want to have your workplace organized. You want to have your patients seeing you clean, neat, and fit and on time and doing what you said you were going to do and emailing them the exercise program that you told them you were going to email them, keeping your word, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But you want to do it at the highest level of excellence that you can possibly achieve over and over and over and over again, because repeatable results over time is what builds confidence in you as a professional. And that's when responsibility starts getting handed to you, when you show what you've got. Not you come to a company like ours and say, this is what I want. Well, that's nice, good for you. That's funny. You know, We often have meetings after interviews. We think, who, what? Like, are you kidding me? Like, really? They asked that? They demanded that? They expected that? Ha ha ha. That's hysterical. Don't be that guy or that young lady. Please do not be that person. Come in here, anywhere you go, and demonstrate value. This is what I can do for you. Because all we want to do as employers is invest into you and give you the tools to be the best, absolute top producer that you can for yourself, for your family, for the patients that we're taking care of, for our company, of course, and for the community. That's what we want. That's our job, is to invest into you, to lift you up, to make you the best possible that you can be. That's in everyone's best interest. But if you're not willing to do the work, sorry, it's just not an opportunity that you're ever going to have. Try that on. Thanks so much for listening.